Hi, Tegan. We're doing Learn by Heart right now. 3, 2, 1. All right, good. All right, I'm going to put this. I'm not going to present. Okay, so this is your Learn by Heart packet. I'll send it home with Sydney for you. All right, Learn by Heart packet. Take it out, look at it, write your name at the top. Nice and neat, so that if you drop this on the floor, we know to put it back on your desk, and then we're going to sanitize our hands because that's the world we live in right now. Sorry. All right. 2020, 2021, that's the school year. Learn by Heart schedule. Learn by Heart words can be found in Luther's Small Catechism. You have one in your desk. There is also an online version as well. Practice Learn by Heart daily at home. When should you practice Learn by Heart? Daily. If you do not practice daily, you're going to have some issues probably on the tests, all right? If you were here last year in 5th grade, we did Learn by Heart. This is going to be more challenging this year. If you were at another Lutheran school last year, you maybe did some of this. I'm not sure how it compares to your other school. Annika, you were not at a Lutheran school, so some of this might be very new to you. Okay. Learning by Heart at home. I recommend reading this over daily. And I recommend at the beginning, reading it from the catechism. Reading it word by word. It does you no good to quiz yourself right away, because you might be quizzing yourself and learning it wrong. There's no reason to have earbuds in right now, folks. There you go. Set them down. In fact, unplug them, shove them in your desk somewhere. You don't need them right now. Are you ready for spelling? Yeah. All right, strike that. Leave them out. Just don't touch them. They definitely don't need to be in your ears. Sorry, I forgot that we're transitioning into spelling too. All right, so next week is September 3rd on the last day of the week. Is that right? Yeah, September 3rd. Is that a Thursday?
Yeah.
Let me double check, look at my calendar. Yep, it is the 3rd. So next week we have Learn by Heart test on Thursday because we're off from school on Friday. Mr. Ballman gave us Friday off. Woohoo! That's also on the schedule. But he will joke about giving us Friday off. Trust me. He jokes all the time. For September 3rd, Thursday, what do you have to know? Raise your hand looking at the sheet. What do you have to have memorized, learned by heart, Addie? All the books of the Old Testament, or Genesis through what? Genesis through Isaiah. So what's going to happen is on Thursday, you will come stand near me. We'll probably stand at least 6 feet apart, so you don't have to wear your mask, and I don't have to wear my mask. And you will say the books of the Bible, or you could sing the books of the Bible, whatever works for you, in order, Genesis through Isaiah. Once you get to Isaiah, I'll say stop. Now, the next week, on September 11th, you have to do all the books of the Old Testament. Well, let's see. What if you know all the books of the Old Testament already? If you want to test those early and just do all of them next week, because Mrs. Org, I know all the books of the Old Testament, you can test those early if you want to. That's fine. Okay? When it's shorter things like that assignment, I'll let you do that early. If it's super long and you want to do it early, I might have to say, no, you can't do it all early because I need to listen to these 10, 18 other students as well. Okay? I'm also hoping that it's possible that our teacher's aide, Mrs. Shimoleski, will be with us in the room for testing. I will also consider ideas like recording you saying your Learn by Heart and recording the audio, and then I can grade the audio after school, especially if we're running short on time. If you would prefer to handwrite this, we'll have you set maybe at the back of the room by yourself. I'll be near you so I know you're not copying out of your catechism or the Bible, and you can write it and then hand me that piece of paper. But you're going to have to show me like the blank piece of paper. You're going to sit down, write it, and then you're going to give it to me, and you're not going to do anything in between. Okay? So if you would prefer to write it, there is that option. All right, turn to the last page of your packet. It's page 3. It looks like this, Keegan. All right. Learn by Heart will be assessed on each due date listed. It's probably the last day of the week. That's kind of the rule. Assessed is a fancy word for tested. Okay, I'm going to test you. I'm going to assess you to see if you in fact know it by heart. Can you say it by heart without looking at paper? Students will orally speak their entire learn by heart assignment to the teacher in one time, so you have to say it all at once, when they enter the classroom on the assigned day. Okay, not when you enter. It's going to be at religion time or at, like today on Friday, it's learn by heart literature time, which is in your schedule. Okay, so if we have it on Thursday, and Thursday it'll be right away at the beginning, because we'll do that at the beginning of literature time if we have the test on a Thursday. Let me finish reading it and then I'll answer your question. So if you want to save your arm, put it down. There you go. So it's going to be in the morning. It's going to be right away. So you need to come to school on that due date, ready to say it from heart, from memory. Alternately, students may handwrite their assignments from memory upon request. I'm going to assume that you're going to say it out loud to me. If you want to write it, you need to tell me, Mrs. Orr, today can I write it? And I'll say, sure, get a blank piece of paper, or maybe I'll even give you a piece of paper. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to roll yet. And I'll have you sit separate from everybody else so that nobody's around you, tempting you, distracting you, anything like that. Here's how I'm going to grade it. If you have 0 errors or one tiny little mistake, a minor error, you're going to get 100%. If you have one significant error, like you missed a small chunk, that's a significant error, down to 95%, correct, okay? If you have 2 significant errors, down to 90%. 3 significant errors, okay. You get the idea? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at the 5+ errors. If you get 5+ errors, I'm not going to give you a bad grade. You're going to keep working on it. You're going to work on it at break time. So instead of playing on the playground, you're going to be up by the building. You're going to be practicing or maybe testing with me. Okay, if you don't know it then, you'll stay in from recess or stand by the wall at recess and practice it so that you learn it by heart. So is it really important to come the day it's due and know it by heart? Yes. And these are going to be bigger chunks this year. If you were here last year as 5th graders, and now you're in 6th grade with me again, bigger chunks, so you need to read it every day. So some routines some people use. Some people read it while they eat their breakfast every morning. Some people read it with their family at the dinner table, at the end of dinner, or at the beginning of dinner, whatever you do. Some people read it in the afternoon when they get home from school and they're having their after-school snack. Okay? Some people practice writing it. Some people practice typing it. Some people write it on a sticky note and put it on the bathroom mirror or on the mirror in their room. And when they see it, they stop, they read it. The more times it goes through your brain, the quicker you learn it by heart. Okay? And again, just read it, read it, read it. Don't test yourself on it because you're not going to know if you're going to get an error if you're just testing yourself, unless you're going to record it. Okay? Maybe a parent or an older sibling, or if you have a recording device like a computer where you can record it, then you could test yourself. But you need to really learn it well before you even test yourself. Okay? Because I don't want you to learn it wrong. I want you to learn it right. Okay, and these are in your, the first one, books or the Bible. There is a glossary. Is it a glossary? No, not a glossary. Table of contents at the front of your Bible, and it has all the books of the Old Testament. So you have the Old Testament all the way through Isaiah, and then the New Testament will be after that. After the books of the Bible are learned, if you look at your assignment, the rest are in the catechism. So we've got the first and second commandment and the meaning. Woo, right? That's bigger than last year. But you know what? You've learned it before. And if you haven't learned it from before, it is totally doable. You can do it. All right. But you will have to work hard at it. Ready to work hard? Yeah? Yes. All right. That is it for Learn by Heart. Put that in a safe place. Perhaps you want to bring it home. How about this? Bring this one home, and I'll give you another copy. It'll be on your desk Monday morning. So this is your home copy. Bring it home today. Practice it over the weekend. If you want to say it early, like you know the books of the Bible, and you want to do this like Monday morning, and you get to school early, and I don't have to meet with any other student, you can test out Monday morning if you want to. Because maybe some people like to work on this over the weekend. All right. Time to say goodbye to Tegan. 3, 2, 1. Bye. All right. Bye, Tegan.
Yeah.